It's a low tide and 63 degrees at 8:40 a.m. Saturday, May 25th. Oh boy, does this look like a good day or not, T-Rex? Yes, it does. Gentle breeze from the north and east, but no sign of a nor'easter. Any sign of a cat that wants to join us? There he is, Steve. He hadn't gone out in quite some time. We were away most of the day yesterday. Yesterday was an awesome day. Today is an awesome day. It started back on Tuesday. We did have some rain there on our, what was that, Friday? Thursday. Anyhow, we call it Suddenly Summer. Suddenly Summer began back on Tuesday, and it's still going. Yesterday was in the 80s. It was a gorgeous day, one of the best of the year so far with lower humidity, as we had that front that came through on Thursday with the downpours, and now that front is south of us, and we're still on the cooler side. This morning, we did get into the upper 40s. I didn't check the temperatures until about 8 o'clock. We slept in today. Rex let us sleep in. There were some people down on the beach last night making noise, but they went home before 2 a.m. That was nice. And the beach is groomed and the beaches are ready. So we started off in the 40s this morning, but by 8 a.m., Chatham, Massachusetts, the warm spot in New England at 73 degrees. That's what can happen when you have calm air thanks to high pressure. The high is not that strong, but it is to our north. Wind is air moving from high to low, and there's not much of a low, but there's a front south of us. And notice it's a cold front with the blue barbs, and then it turns into blue barb, blue barb, red barb over Pennsylvania. That's a stationary front that's going to start moving back as a warm front. So as the high goes right over us today and the air stays light, not much wind, that means orographic heating of the day will cause a sea breeze, onshore flow, and the synoptic scale, that is more of a larger scale. When that high gets to our east, the wind will come in more from the east and southeast a bit tonight. But anyhow, that front is going to come back as a warm front. So by this evening, it's right on our doorstep over the Hudson River Valley with some showers and thunderstorms trying to get close. And then tomorrow morning, that warm front is right over us. There's going to be a wave of low pressure, but it's a fairly weak front. It's more of a humid front with the drier air receding to the north and east, and more humid air is going to come back in. You can see that really clearly in the Sterling, Massachusetts. I use this as a representative for New England. The dew point, the blue line comes up. The red line goes up to 80 again today. And then the dew point goes into the 60s tomorrow afternoon. That's right along that front with some showers or a thunderstorm possible. We'll look at that in a second. And then Monday, the dew point and temperature are right together there, and it's very sticky. And we may not get to 70 degrees, but it'll certainly be warm, like air conditioning weather type warm on Monday. And some downpours are likely, especially late in the day. But to get a beautiful Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday it rained, thankfully, because you don't get 4 or 5 beautiful days in a row. So we get the rain out of the way on a Thursday, and that gives us this weekend. There's Leif's boat just kind of resting there. Bird, sorry, he photobombed me. He thought maybe, anyhow, there's a sailboat race today on Nantucket Sound. You've all heard about it, and everyone knows about it. It's called the Fagawi. And look at the buoy, and absolutely still on Nantucket Sound. Now, I like a nice day for boating, but if you're in a sailboat race, that's, I think, the last thing you want to see. And that air is going to pick up a little bit from the southwest late today, but it's going to be a slow, lazy race. How do the captains feel about that, Donald? My captain is Donald Peacock of the Lynx, and the Lynx will be out there. The tall ship and then also the mega yachts are all showing up at Nantucket. So we have a gorgeous Saturday, huge sunburn factor today. Let's go to the HRR, and there's a bit of a little line of showers and decaying thunderstorms getting across the Hudson River about 5, 6 o'clock tonight. And so overnight tonight, there's just a little wave of low pressure with a few showers and maybe a downpour. And that kind of leaves us in no man's land tomorrow. I think in northern New England tomorrow, the air is still light from the east, and southern New England probably light from the south. And there's a chance of a shower or a scattered thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon, but mostly dry. All right, now let's go to the bigger picture. And there's a low pressure system. It's about a 995 occluded there near Lake Superior, and that's only decaying and slowly lifting to the north. And so what it's going to do is going to shed a little bit of energy that's going to come through here over the next 36 hours. And then a new low forms over the Central Plains, and that's quite a bit of rain there coming across Illinois and into the Ohio River Valley late tomorrow. And then on Monday, that's right on our doorstep. And then it looks like a wall of water kind of coming through here from west to east Monday, especially in the afternoon and overnight Monday night. So most of that heavy rain could be Monday night. And then Tuesday, And maybe an okay Tuesday. You know, we haven't had a bad Tuesday in a long time. And it looks like we'll have slow clearing and somewhat less humid air coming in. That's sort of occluded air coming at us. And then the second half of next week, I think suddenly summer is going to take a break as we're going to have an upper level low kind of digging in here. Don't see the 540 line getting into New England anymore, but it's getting close. That means cooler air, and it looks like in a kind of a blocking pattern. The low pressure wants to stall and kind of wobble around here. So that's going to be off and on rain for much of the second half of next week. So we kind of go back into that Wednesday into Thursday backdoor cold front type situation we had for several weeks in a row. And we can't stop Mother Nature, can't stop summertime, and here it is. And to have it on a Saturday, a Memorial Day weekend. Are you happy with me? Brother Ed at Sundancers on Cape Cod, and all of my friends that own these businesses that thrive during summer and need beautiful Saturdays for about 11 or 12 weeks in a row. Well, here's one for you. Not sure next week's going to work out, but you know, every Saturday there's been a threat of a big storm. Remember 10 days ago there was a threat of a big storm today on the Euro, and it continues to fail. The long-range weather guidance is not that good. I know I could show ensembles and all that, but that gets so complicated. These videos are already long enough. I'm trying to go faster. We're at 6 minutes right now and counting. And Steve's putting on his Steve show, and T-Rex is hunting for wabbits. I wish you would get some of those wabbits because my peas, which should be about 3 feet tall, are non-existent now. The rabbits have just devastated my spring garden. I mean, I do have a good amount of lettuce. I don't know why the spinach is going to seed. I got to do some research on that. But there are no peas. Look at this. No pea. There's a pea right in there. One pea. And are they going to leave me any peas? I don't know. This is so sad. But whatever. The cost of buying peas at the store isn't that great, but it's just so much more rewarding having it come from your own garden. All right, so yesterday was a busy day. we were up before the sun, traveled to Plymouth, played 18 holes at Pine Hills. I've never done that, and I was with the people half my age. The groom was, he's a local. We all grew up in Cape Cod, and there's a lot of family from just off Cape Brockton and Stoughton, and a lot of great guys and great fun, and gals and everybody, and the weather was just outstanding. So I'll leave you a few highlights of traveling to Plymouth in the morning to play golf, come back to Weymouth in the afternoon. It's windy yesterday. People are complaining about the wind, some of my boater friends, and then go back to Plymouth for an evening wedding, which was just beautiful weather and so much fun. Busy day yesterday, and guess what I'm going to do today? Get back in the traffic and head towards ultimately the National Seashore, but at least the Mid-Cape by midday today, hopefully. A lot going on. Happy birthday, William. Congratulations, Dan and Signe. What else is going on? Baby Mackenzie, my grand niece, is in town. I haven't met her yet. She's about, 6 months old. So a very busy weekend. Hope you're enjoying it too. And thanks for watching on such a beautiful day, taking a few minutes to see surf, ski, weather, out the door, weather, and more. Oh yeah, and speaking of groomers, that beautiful beach, and if the beach and biking and boating and dining is not enough for you, how about this? I'm not sure how on earth they did it, but the mountain operations team at Killington say they groomed the Superstar Glacier. How do you groom slush on such a steep course? Some walking required on and off the lift, and maybe some grassy patches. And also for the ambitious hikers, still some kind of dirty snow there at Tuckerman Ravine on Mount Washington. Gorgeous morning at both locations, and you can kind of make out the lines there in the dirty snow with the slalom courses. All right, gorgeous weather, just gorgeous. Up with the sun has its advantages. Beautiful little patch of fog in this knoll. So there was about an inch of rain here yesterday, then last night it cleared out. We have radiational cooling and condensation, everything's all wet, but a gorgeous day to play. Pretty sure it's been a couple of years since I've played golf. Wonder why they call these Pine Hills. This is our next pollen right here. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Yellow layer on everything next week. What a day. Wow, the sunbeams illuminating the little bit of fog in the air. Sunrise at a golf course. Haven't done this in a long time. How many of us are there? I got a driver. So we're all, it's sort of a shotgun start.
I think so. We're up next.
Look at this beautiful weather. Oh my goodness. Morning. Oak trees, very good at stopping the balls from going out of bounds sometimes. But what's really interesting is these oak trees in Plymouth are like at least a week behind the oak trees in Weymouth. I don't even see any catkins yet. Beautiful day. Look at those high, thin clouds. Difluence aloft. Golf balls aloft. How deep is a frog pond? Knee deep. Friendly frog, huh? How about you? Can I grab you? Nope. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to be playing golf. Forget about that.
Yeah, are we going the right way? Just check it out. Go a little bit farther, I guess.
Where are we?
I don't know.
Looks like a nice little fixer-upper over here. Keep it down over there, will ya? We're good. Nicholas, 6, par 5. Cool. Frogs in one hole. Excavator boulders on the next. Nice shot, Sam. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and they said we get the most beautiful day of the year. Yesterday there was a tournament, and it poured right when they were teeing off. Blueberries, not blue yet, but they will be. Wild blueberries. The dew is still not completely evaporated, pushing 9 o'clock. Sam crushed it, and then Jake took it to another level off that berm. He's
I mean, dude, that's
pitching.
300 plus yards.
Pitching for eagle. Carolina wren are all over the place. Running around, singing. That's it. That's what we just had to hit over. So some of these houses actually have views of the ocean, I think. At least we have a view of the green.
Views of the ocean.
Those tallest hills. Birdie. It's on. Putting for par. Oh, it's still going? Wind's blowing the wrong way. Nice shot.
Way more.
How many times you played Pine Hills?
0.
Looking good for a green. What a day, huh? This is the first breeze we've had all day.
Nice.
It's perfect. These carts are pretty fancy too, in case anyone was wondering. 12 p.m., just about exactly. We're done with our golf for the day. Next up, I'm not sure what's going to happen for most of us this afternoon, but the wedding is right underneath that tent at 5:30, 5.5 hours. Looks all ready. So it's kind of cool. It's in the shade. And then the dancing is going to be right in here. I wonder if this door is open or not. It is. And so this is where the reception's going to be at Pine Hills. Nice and cool in here right now. This is the setting. Oh man, there's a cloud. Feels good actually. The group shot.
Getting a reference.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you all.
We got our arms around each other.
Thank you so much.
That breeze feels.
I've never been here. We're doing golf ball fittings for Titleists. So if you don't know what golf ball
Last time
you
we were
hit,
here, we were with the
you can go
Titleist
there.
round.
That's more like it. 3 South, getting back in that line in a few minutes. Yay. Intermission back home. Plymouth to North Weymouth, going back to Plymouth. It's windy. That thickness rule really worked out too. 564, high temperature 84 at 20. Downsloping from Worcester County. Air compresses and warms. Offshore breeze. Windy, dry air. And new kind of pollen blowing around. All right, now we're going back to Plymouth. Part 2. One of the best days of the year so far again.
Of course, the thing is set.
Been here before. Tad late for the reception, but at least there's going to be cornhole. And shut off the camera now and leave you with some Iris and some piano. Week. Off into the sunset. You gonna play another 9? You invite the weatherman, you get the best weather. They're going off. The moonrise is only in 3 more hours. Maybe you can catch that.